What's going on, guys? If you guys haven't seen the last video where we got the skyline running, definitely go check that one out. Huge moment for the skyline. We finally have it running. So what we're going to be doing today is sort of like buttoning up everything on the car, getting everything ready to where it's actually drivable. Unfortunately, I could hear a small leak somewhere, some coolant leak somewhere. I couldn't see it last night, but I was also tired, so that might have been why. So we're gonna look at it today and see if we can find it. And then we have to bleed the coolant system. We were gonna just keep running the motor because this motor has 0 miles. It's been rebuilt. So we're just gonna make sure everything's cool with the motor. Once everything's perfect with it, then we're going to throw the body panels back on. So I topped off the coolant again, so we're gonna start it up in a little bit. I was trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do about this wiper situation. I can't find anyone that has this part of the wiper, because mine is, as you can tell, pretty destroyed. It got all melted and rusted and it was cracked and it was just all bad. So I have that wiper. I wanted to run it in the middle and it would go side to side, but I would have to take it off and modify it to do that. However, I tried taking off the nuts and they don't seem to want to. They're kind of rusted too, so I'm just gonna leave them and hopefully I can come across a car that has one that's getting parted out or something and I can just take both and replace them both. But for now I have it set up like this to where it's gonna do just the driver's side. I'm gonna have to pick up a smaller wiper because of this, but we'll have to figure out later. It doesn't rain a whole lot around here. So I found the leak. I'll put some footage on the screen of it. I couldn't fit the camera in there, so I took some with my phone. But it was right above the starter and I had to take the starter out. Okay guys, so I am struggling here. The stupid coolant hose is bigger than the actual hard line that it clamps onto. I might have put it in the wrong spot, however none of the other hoses match that shape, so that's why I threw it there. And as I said that, I noticed my mistake. It was for this line. Matches it perfectly. It's most likely going to be the same size. That's so lame. It makes sense because the hard line it attaches to is the one that goes behind the motor, and there's a second rubber line that goes to there that goes to the intake side, and that one didn't get replaced either. It makes sense. I just didn't come over here and look at this when I was matching the hoses up, so that was my fault. So I'm kind of dumb for that. So like I did earlier today, I have to drop the starter once again. It's such a pain in the ass. It's harder to put it back on than it is to take it off. It's mainly the top bolt. The bottom bolt is super easy to get to, but the top one you can't see. You can't really get your hand back there. It's definitely possible. You just gotta be a little patient, and there's gonna be a lot of curse words said while you're doing it. But I decided, you know what, let's throw the body panels on and everything because I'm going to do the starter stuff tomorrow. I might pull the starter out tonight, but probably won't mess with the hose tonight. So I'm going to throw on the body panels, get everything ready. So once we do change the hose, we can just start the car up, drive it. I need to go to a gas station because this thing has like no fuel left, so I don't really want to be running it. I could just go get gas, but there's a gas station not too far from here, so I'll just drive over there. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. But like I said, threw the exhaust on, so I'm just going to throw the body panels on now. I took the fender liner out, threw it away. We're not going to run that. It just gets in the way trying to work on the car anyways. But this is going to be our stopping point for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we start to pull the starter out. Okay, so after like 6 hours of fucking with these hoses, it's like hard to tell, but the hose, it looks the newest of all the hoses. So I swear to God, if it leaks once we throw everything back together, I'm going to be very upset. We just got to throw the starter on and then we can bleed the coolant, and really hoping that everything is cool. So it's right now, we're going to check for leaks and hopefully we're all good. And we just got to bleed the coolant and then we'll take it for a drive. All right guys, about to do the first drive and she needs gas really badly. So just took it on a drive and the car did great. Not gonna get on the car, probably not gonna go over 3,000 RPM. At least try not to, because we gotta break it in. We're gonna do a 1,000 mile break in and then we're good to go. Alright guys, car is totally done. So now I can daily this thing again. I'm going to keep an eye on it, make sure nothing's leaking, everything's good to go. Check fluid levels and everything periodically. Once we hit the 1,000 miles, I'm going to change the oil, even though it's a little premature, but just so I can just make sure this motor's going to last. But this motor seems like it's super healthy. Awesome news, the Skyline is back. I can finally daily. It's like I said, we're going to be doing a 1,000 mile break-in. It's typically 500 to 1,000, but we're just going to do 1,000. I think the clutch is around the same, roughly, too, 500 to 1,000. So we're going to be breaking both in at the same time. Really hoping that these first 1,000 miles go smoothly. I really need to get used to this clutch. It grabs a lot harder than stock, what I'm used to for the Skyline. And it catches at the top, which I can't remember if that's how it was before or not. Either way, I'm really happy. I'm so stoked. I want to give a huge thank you to my buddy Frank and Isaiah. They both helped me different days during different times to do stuff. Unfortunately, with the way that this whole scenario worked out, everyone was busy and had prior obligations before the car broke down, so I couldn't really have people come over that were already busy. It is what it is. We were able to get the car up very quickly. The car broke on the 13th of October and it is now the 29th, and we're going to be driving to work tomorrow on the 30th. But yeah, I'm just super happy. Everything still works. The AC works, which is so happy. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't seen the other videos, definitely go check them out. I have a whole playlist you guys can look at. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.